So, well, because it all started with my project, I think some years ago that I was in the garden and I saw all the different herbs and I just wanted to draw them. And it was an intention and I never did it. And so it is clearly one of my drawing projects that need to be realized now. Christiane, hi. Hi, Linda. So I wonder if I can say, I can read your comments, so you can write me as well. Do you have a drawing project for years and you have not yet started? Hi, Anne. Hi, Leni. Andrea, hi. So I really wonder, and Beate, you're here too. Great. If you also have these kind of projects. So for me, the garden is something really special because we are also drinking tea by using the herbs and things like this. So it's really special and it's growing quickly and then there is autumn and they always change their shape. So I want to capture more and this is my drawing project and I'd like to show it to you. And now the comments are stopping, so I cannot really see if you have your own drawing projects as well. So I just ask you, and I will write it later. Oh, Leni, now I can see it. You wanted to draw your family. Oh, that's a beautiful idea as well. That's wonderful. So maybe it's a starting point for you as well today to simply do it. And it's a bit scary, completely understand, because portraits are always something that we can compare, but on the other side, it must not be official. It could be just for you to give it a try. And oh, thank you, Loretta. That's wonderful. I like these kind of plants a lot, and they are very very beautiful. So maybe I should draw them as well. Annika, you always plan on drawing more than a sketch, a really big painting. Oh, I did not know this. That's wonderful because I always know that you're drawing 100-day challenges and enjoy this. So, which motif will it be? This is an awesome idea. So, thanks so much for sharing. So, in the meanwhile, I will now switch. So, maybe I can read your comments later about your projects. If you write them down, they are much more likely that you're realizing them. And that's why I decided to take you with me in order to make this sketch. And we start with two very common plants. So this is the peppermint, and I would love you to smell it. It's wonderful. And beside the peppermint, we have the melissa, and these two are really common. So I think I will start with these two so that they are definitely part of my collection here. And I have here even the Latin names for them. But I think the biggest reason why I have not yet started with it is because I wanted to make it special. And I think it's better to just start without having something specific in mind. So when I look at the peppermint, for example, something that is really special here for me that instantly comes to my mind is the shape of the leaves. So when I'm drawing it, I see all those tiny little leaves that are near the stem, and here I'm really quick now, just indicating it roughly, because yes, when I draw it very detailed, as I intended it first at the beginning, when I'm drawing it very detailed, I think I will never finish the garden before autumn. So it's better done than perfect in this case. It's absolutely true, because I think this was one of the main reasons why I was not really planning to, or not really seeing a moment to draw it, because I just wanted to make it perfect. The usual trap, you already know it. So I'm indicating the shape of the leaves very roughly here. So this is kind of intentional now that I'm drawing it super sketchy, because it's more about the main characteristic of it. So if you look at those leaves, for sure they are all a bit different, but nevertheless their shape is quite similar. So I can be really super rough here to convey this typical characteristic of this plant. Also the area here in the middle, for example, very fluffy, so I'm only drawing it roughly as well. And it feels really good. Oh no, I'm drawing with a ballpoint pen instead of the ink pen. I forgot about that because as you can see here, I have different ink pens too. So I might switch to the black one, but now I will color it a little bit to give it more, well, it's a bit darker than the Melissa, so I'm using more the dark green here, especially here underneath. You see, well, it's quite dark. So it feels like a very rough study that I'm doing here. It's kind of a get to know study in order to better know how I will do this more in detail in case I do it. But to get started, it's really important to just do it. Like the portraits that you're planning to do, Leni, just do it and just do them imperfectly, because the very first start is always imperfect. So it's really about starting, and the less perfect the better, so that we really get started. And a little bit at the upper side, it's a little bit brighter. And I have only 2 shades of green with me in order to keep it super simple. And those areas are brighter as well that are near the stem. And you see, we already sharpen the eye. We already look a bit different now at this plant. So I will keep using the ballpoint pen now for the name, because for sure the reason why I wanted to do this all the time already is because I want to categorize it. Because I'm always drying the leaves, for example, of the peppermint. So I write its name here, peppermint or pfefferminz in German, and I have the Latin names here too. So it's Mentha, Mentha, I cannot read it, Piperite, I think, Piperite, and it is good for digestion and for blood pressure. It's also very good. So I'm often using it for tea. So most of the time, sometimes for, well, if I have a cold, I can use it sometimes. But in this case, it's really for teas or to put it directly in the water. So these are just ways how to use it, and it's just some tiny little notes for me here. Let's go to the next one, because now I'm really in this kind of flow state of drawing. And the Melissa is wonderful. It's a great combination now with these 2 leaves, because you see, very soft compared to the peppermint. At least this type of Melissa is quite soft and round. So when I'm drawing the leaves here, I think I will use this one, maybe in a different position so that we can better see it. So should be fine this way. And it already smells very strongly. And for the leaves, I'm using now a different shape, softer, very unsteady as well, but softer. And there are already, as you can see around the stem, all of these tiny little areas that we will indicate too, very roughly. So super roughly as well. So the same here with this leaf, it's turned more to the side, and the shape of the leaf clearly differentiate. And as I want to continue drawing a lot of other plants, it really makes sense to differentiate them to really know afterwards as well that I'm not only having some abstract leaf sketches here, but really the essence of the Melissa. So they're getting smaller and smaller, so I will add them here too, because I think this tip of the plant really makes it very special too. Tiny little leaves. So here we have it. It looks a bit different than the peppermint. Additionally, I will use a different mix of those shades of green because it's a bit brighter. We have here the Melissa, and I checked it. The name is also quite similar in Latin. So it's Melissa, I think, officinalis, but I'm not sure anymore. My lettering is, well, it's a bit hard to read. So this one is also for the tea, and I'm using it in the water. And as far as I can remember, it's good for the nerves, and it's good also for digestion. So these are good points, but I definitely need to look for more. So you see already it's getting deeper and deeper into the topic, which is interesting because this helps me to understand more and get simply more information out of this plant. So if I'm just collecting them and drying them and using them, it's not as deep as if I'm really having a collection here in order to feel it with my hand as well. So we have here brighter areas. It's nearly this color, as you can see. So we have here brighter areas for the Melissa, and I'm using this green, this bright green pen here. I might add more shades of green for the next plants, because as you can see, they are really very diverse here. Different shades of green, but now for these two, it's fine. And here, I just forgot one of those leaves here. I might add this. With a bit of green as well. And the reason why I invited you to join me starting this project is because it took me years to start, and it's always easier together. So thanks, Beate, for asking me about my project. Now I have started, and I'll definitely continue this summer drawing more and more. So maybe it's also a good occasion for you to start your very own drawing project. Because otherwise, yes, it will take years to realize it. So, okay, so we have these two plants, and we see a wonderful difference, even though it is super rough and super quickly sketched. I really enjoy doing this with you together. So big thanks for joining me here, and I will just switch. Maybe I can see your comments. Would be great. Oh, Janet, you're here too. So I will read your comments later on, as usual. But it's been a pleasure to do this together with you, because now I have started, and it's always the very first step that's the most difficult one. And yeah, hopefully it inspired you as well to make your very own projects, drawing projects this summer. So thanks for having joined me here. I'll definitely make a picture of the plants so you can continue drawing. And it's wonderful that you have joined me here in my garden. So thanks so much. And I'm looking forward to seeing your sketches. Bye.